Live on WFLA Now. Feel good and live your best life with Bloom Health Club. Here's Gayle Guyardo.
Welcome, everyone, to the digital launch of the Bloom Health Club. I am host Gayle Guyardo. I'm joined with digital producer and reporter Brody Woodell of Bloom Tampa Bay, and my amazing producer of Bloom, which is a globally syndicated health and wellness show that is headquartered here in Tampa, Florida at News Channel 8 WFLA, Sarah Smith. Guys, this is going to be a fun new platform for what we do.
This is going to be so fun. I'm
Very
looking forward to it.
And I'm really excited because this month I'm celebrating 30 years here at News Channel 8.
Look at you, Gayle. Look at you.
Look at me. I started with a helmet head because that was just a prerequisite to get into the industry. You had to have a blonde helmet head. And, over the years, I've had a lot of fun. It's been an incredible ride. But then about 3 years ago, my vocal cords gave out and I had to hang up my hat. And never in a million years did I think it would evolve into doing a health and wellness show that's a little less aggressive. It's not 5.5 hours of just, reading a teleprompter every day. And it's based here in Tampa, Florida. I mean, we kind of are known for health and wellness.
The best place
That's
on
right.
earth, baby.
That's right. And so let's talk a little bit about Bloom. Sarah, you help put on the show. You work tirelessly every day. It started off in the middle of a pandemic. You hadn't quite joined us yet. We were Zooming in, working from home like everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, when I was an intern, which was two summers ago, so 2021, I believe. Mm-hmm. And I remember we were wearing masks in the studio and everyone was Zoom and nobody wanted to come in. And it was so different because I see the progression now, even when I started on Bloom a year ago, and I see how much of a difference it is. Everyone's in studio, everyone's forming those relationships and we get to spread all this incredible content.
Yeah, it is. It's really pretty exciting. And Bloom kind of started off a little bit like, no offense to all of you people out there that save lives every day, because where would we be without you? But it was just a bunch of doctors, talking about, COVID-19 and a lot of medical professionals. And we don't know what we would do without you and your invaluable information. But it has evolved to talk about, people, their relationships.
And innovative technology.
Yeah, innovative technology. There's a lot of mental health that the subjects that we tackle. We tackle your relationships. So it's a really cool show. But the problem is our guests are so dynamic, and there's 7 guests per show. Yeah. And we only get to talk to them maybe max 7.5, 8 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes even just 5. And it's like you can barely scratch the surface with some of that, because it's like you finish that segment on TV side and then you're like, I want to know more. I want to know more. I want to know more. And with this new Bloom Health Club, we're going to be able to do that. And I'm very excited about that.
Yeah. And let's talk about you, Brody, because you have launched
Let's talk about me.
What is Tampa Bay's first premier health and wellness website, Bloom Tampa Bay. We post our stories on there. You work on stories, and we have Brody's POV, which we love. We're going to talk about some of your recent, really super popular episodes you've done. But let's talk about the website.
Yeah, so I handle the whole digital side of everything that basically you guys do on TV. So I'm researching, I'm writing, I'm editing. Just about everything you see on our website, bloomtampabay.com, has been seen or touched by me. So like you said, it's everything from like lifestyle, and I've really been trying to hammer home recently like the whole living local aspect. What's going on in the local area, new restaurants opening, like that local happenings, but also of course like health and fitness and food, of course, things of that nature. And what I really like about the digital side, like you were saying, what's great about our like digital show now is there's just so much more time to go into things and really explore topics and really cover it from every angle. And that's sort of something that I've always been into, because when I was growing up, I was always watching YouTube and listening to podcasts, and I didn't really watch the news format as it used to be, which was just a couple minutes. It was, 30, 40 minutes or more. So
yeah. And I think, I look back as we look at these pictures, and I mean, that was a great ride. And television really was, when I started in this Tampa Bay market, there was only NBC, CBS, Fox had just kind of started. There was no Bay News 9 at the time. there was very big pieces of the pie. And now that pie is cut in so many different slices that, you have to reach people in different ways. And I think, digital and streaming is the way to go, and you got to ebb and flow. And I got to be honest with you, I love working with you guys because, somebody who I thought by now I would be dead on a vine somewhere, but but I'm able to do cool things like this, and it is kind of fun. And I want to give people a taste of what they can see on Bloom. Like, we bring Brody on, and I'm like, this is going to be awkward. We're going to be talking to Brody, who comes in because he wrote an article, and we had a female intimacy show. And when we were, getting the set, all the lights ready, the cameras in position, and Brody sits down like, oh, Lord, this is going to be awkward at best. And it was awkward, but it was informative. So tell us, like, you do some deep dives, and it's kind of fun because we get to pry into your relationship. But
yes, of
or
course.
relationships,
or relationships, as it may be. Yes, I wrote an article called "Unlocking Intimacy: Mastering the Art of Talking About Sex with Your Partner." It is shocking the amount of people that do not they'll be 30 and 40 and older and just are not comfortable talking about things with their partner or just with anyone in general. And I was really inspired to sort of look into that and see what it was. And I was also working on another article that will be coming out that's about the new science of arousal, which is actually fascinating because they've actually updated some things since even we were in college and read about it. So that'll be really exciting. Can't wait to talk about that. But basically the biggest thing is just open communication and being comfortable and things like that. And it was great to talk to you because
it was fun.
To really because one of the things that we covered is men and women have such different languages when it comes to talking about that or just talking about things in general. And so really figuring out how to bridge the gap, who, takes the initiative and how to be receptive and non-judgmental, but still have your boundaries and sort of consensual conversations around it.
And I like it too, because it gives different POVs. Like, for example, Brody's got the honey, so people might be coming and going.
That's right.
I've been married for decades and with the same man, and I think that having these kind of conversations and letting our hair down a bit, I think it's important. And I think that the platform of Bloom and all the different subjects that we tackle, and the fact that we are loosening up a little bit and having the opportunity to do this, it's important. I mean, for a lot of people, there's no other space that you can really talk about this kind of stuff, especially on TV. And now we're taking it streaming.
Yeah, we're just everywhere now.
That's right.
And I think with the whole digital thing, everyone is on TikTok, everyone's on Instagram, everyone is scrolling their lives away on social media. And so I think getting this new digital platform is going to be a game changer.
Yeah, because there's so many things that, and what I love about Bloom, both the television version and of course it's just going to be that much bigger and better on the digital streaming, because we'll talk to these guests more, is that there is so much stuff happening in the Tampa Bay area that I wasn't even aware of. I mean, we're talking turning back the hands of time, anti-aging. I thought I was an expert on that, but there's a heck of a lot more to learn. There's so much. We have docs outside the box, different ways of treating patients, how to shop your insurance dollars and know how to get the best healthcare. There's so many subjects that we tackle that I feel like in the busy world that we live in, it's we're doing the homework for everyone.
Yeah, and I think being sort of new to Tampa, because I've only been here for a year, is when I moved here, I came from Pennsylvania. So the difference from Pennsylvania to here and the breakthrough, the innovativeness of Tampa in general, I think we've just scratched the surface, honestly, with
without
all the things, with all the things that we have on the show.
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Tampa, Florida, at Tampa General Hospital. I'm third generation. I've been here forever. It's mind-blowing to me what's happened to this city. It's a destination now. It's where people want to live. It's where people want to vacation. It's incredible. Brody, you've been in the Tampa Bay market as a reporter at different television stations over the years. What are your thoughts about the evolution and about what we're doing with the project of Bloom Tampa Bay, and now Bloom Health Club?
Well, what we're doing is really kind of unique. I had never even heard of something like that in the local area at all. I've been here almost 3 years now. And in that time, I've actually had 4 or 5 different jobs. So I've definitely seen it from all sorts of different aspects. Yes.
Wow.
So I've worked at 2 other news stations, and I had a brief stint at a nonprofit, an education nonprofit. So I kind of really got to intimately know the area, the things that were going on. And it's like you said, it like changes so quickly. And I can't tell you, and you like to make fun of me, Gayle, for referencing my girlfriends, but I've had some girlfriends in
I
the
make
area.
fun of you too, Brody.
Yeah, you make fun of me
I
too.
don't like to just make fun of you. I like to pry.
Right, you like to pry. Trust me, I'm an open book. It's kind of funny. I like to laugh at myself. But they've been here, like 7+ years, and they would tell me it's like it's changed so very much. Like it used to be like you would feel unsafe going downtown, and now it's like that's like the location. And there's like so much going on. And like you said, like we're in Florida, everyone is like outside, they're fit, they're active. They
Everyone's
get tan,
moving here too.
They're moving.
Yeah.
It's like this is becoming like a real bastion for like conservatives moving down here too. So there's like so many like political active like groups going on and always things happening. So it's kind of really the place to be. So it's like a perfect place to like come together with all these aspects of lifestyle and wellness and health. And
Yeah, and there used to be a time where if you were asked to cross the bridge and go to Clearwater or St. Petersburg, it was like you were driving to North Georgia.
Yeah.
But now we have the Cross Bay Ferry. People understand that these pockets of Tampa Bay, downtown St. Pete, downtown Tampa, the new Water Street district. Then, of course, we have, the beautiful, famous beaches in Clearwater. I mean, there is so much that this area has to offer. And a lot of that falls into your health, your wellness, your lifestyle. I think we all learned along the way during the pandemic that life is short, it's fleeting. And anything that we can do as a team day in and day out to help you live a better life, whether it's mental, spiritual, regardless of what it is, we want to help you expand and do better. And there's so many cool people that live here in the Tampa Bay area that can offer up seasoned advice. You talk to them all the time, Brody.
all the time. Like I seek them out and talk to them. So like, even if it comes to like local businesses that like have expertise on a certain area, like for instance, I have an article I wrote called "Spoil Her Silly: Fun Ways to Show Your Appreciation for the Woman in Your Life."
I love that,
That's a
Brody.
good
That's
one,
so
Brody.
good.
It's a good one. Like,
Can you send me the link? I'm going to send it to my
Yes,
husband.
I will. I will. It's great because I go over everything from like local spas and different like staycation places, like great like Everlasting Roses, a local jewelry shop actually that I spoke with in St. Pete called Diamonds Direct, where they do like personalized jewelry, or like doing like a nice gift basket to everything to handwritten love letters and different options in the Tampa Bay area. So it's like really about being local, like what's accessed here. Like some of it's general information, but I really personalize it sort of to like what people in this area would be able to enjoy.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then Sarah, you help book 7. We have to have 7 guests a day.
35 guests a week.
35
Can you
guests a
imagine
week.
that?
That's a
That's a
lot
lot.
of
That is a
people.
lot.
Not only booking, but on your end of
Yeah, we write it, and people think,
And
you think we
writing
have
and
like this
talking to
huge
everyone.
staff. We don't. It's 3 of
we
us
don't.
in the television side.
Yeah.
Our executive producer Elizabeth Motley, you and myself, and we all like. And I think that's kind of what makes the show, resonate with people, is because I really know these guests because I've spent the hours and days leading up to each episode. Getting to know them, deep diving, writing the scripts, going over their questions, looking up their background. You bring the show to life with the right video and content and graphics and all the cool things. And so it comes together. And again, we're just going to be spilling that out to you here. And I love the name, the Bloom Health Club.
I know, me too. And it's really a valiant effort, and it's a team effort. I mean, there's so much to do, and we're all pitching in, and we're all trying to grow this thing into what it can be. Because like I said earlier on in this episode, is we've only scratched the surface.
Yeah, and we started literally like on the couch that was in my bedroom via Zoom.
Which
we
is
were
so
on Grade
crazy.
38, which is our sister station.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an independent station. The show evolves. We moved to the main platform, the NBC affiliate here in Tampa, Florida, WFLA. Then it started picking up in syndication. The show went global. And now I'm super excited to ebb and flow into something new. I know, Brody, you're going to help us, and you're going to do a lot on the digital platform. And they're launching so many shows like this here at Channel 8.
Yeah.
From
many.
the Climate Classroom. I know my buddy Lee Spann has a whole running show that she
Run for
does.
Fun.
Run for
Yep.
Fun. And so there's so many different shows blossoming. I'm just glad that we're part of the new lineup.
Me too. Me too. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to doing this with all of you.
All right. So, Brody, so we know to tell people where to find everything. BloomTampaBay.com.
TampaBay.com.
Yeah, that's where you can find all of Brody's really cool articles. And we post everything that airs on the show on bloomtampabay.com. We air
and tune into our show.
Yeah.
2 p.m. WFLA News Channel 8 and 3 a.m. if you're one of those.
Well, I got to be honest with you. There are so many people that are up at 3 a.m.
Which I can't believe.
I can't. I have just as many people come up to me and say, I catch it. I wake up in the middle of the night. And that's the other thing. When I started here, I started at 6 a.m. doing the news.
Oh, my gosh.
And then they came to us and they were like, just to give you an idea of how much we've grown over the years as a television station, being from 6 to 7 a.m. was like being part of the graveyard shift. And then they're like, hey, we're going to go on at 5:30. And we're like, 5:30? Oh, and then they came on and they were like, hey, we're going to starting at 5 now. And we're like, 5? What? And then they're like, all right, hold that. We're going to start at 4:30.
No.
And so the show just kept moving earlier and earlier because it speaks to the point that people get up. They've got commutes.
I guess.
They're feeding babies in the middle of the night. So yes, 3 a.m. is another time that you can watch Bloom on TV.
Yes.
And then we are going to be streaming this show once a week. You'll meet some of our most fantastic guests. We're super, super excited about this. And we hope you come along for our journey, guys. This is going to be fun.
Exciting. So thank you for watching and for listening, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for joining us for our first kind of what it's all about episode.
That's right. Until next time.